Hi, welcome back to another Altenew Educator video hop. Our theme for this card is focal point, and also make sure to look at the giveaway information. Altenew is giving away 3 $20 gift cards and 4 $15 gift cards. Just leave a comment. So today, with all the products that I use the Mega Alphabet M die. And I also used the Painted Blooms die set, and I used it from the different colors, very similar to what you see on the front of the Altenew packaging. And this is a layering die set. I used the Altenew Sentiment Strips 3 as well as the Flourishing Coral stencil background and the Relief Shimmer paste in Galactic Skies and Amethyst. So here I'm die cutting the M, and then from the various colors that I used, I'm die cutting the parts for the flower so that way I can layer it. And I cut out 5 of the M's, and I'm gluing all 5 of those together. It makes it really thick so that way I don't have to use double-sided tape, foam tape. Now I'm going to layer the flower. I started with Sea Glass for the lightest color. Then I went with Ocean Breeze for the second teal color. And then I used Dusk and Dark Night for the third color. And for the little tiny yellow center, I used Buttercream. And I die cut all of that and then just layered it. For my oval-like flower in the lightest color that you see I'm gluing down, the accent piece, it's in Rose Quartz, and the darkest color was in Fuchsia. Then I used Cosmic Berry for the maroon flowers, as well as Rose Quartz again for the pink. And then for my green, I used Shadow Creek and Frayed Leaf, and for the darkest color, I used Evergreen. Now I'm using the Altenew Shimmer Relief Paste in Amethyst to go over this coral background. My card is actually a 5x7 and this stencil is only a 6x6. So you see that I'm inking it up with the Shimmer Relief Paste, and then I have to go back and replace it in the spot a little further down, and I tape it so that way it won't come up as I'm stenciling the bottom part of this paper. So I used a heavy cardstock on it, and look at how beautiful that turned out. Now, so that way I won't mess it up or smudge it, I'm using a heat tool. I'm using Purple Wine to go over my sentiment, the Sending Birthday Hugs. And I'm just putting it on a thin little strip that's going to go across the M. And then I just cut that out and leave it to the side. Now, using the Shimmer Relief Paste in Galactic Skies, it's this gorgeous deep teal color. I just use a paintbrush to go over it. I could have easily die cut this out of the cardstock that matched that, but I thought this would give a nice focal point for this card. Not only am I focusing on the M, but I'm also focusing on that shimmer from the M. And I paint all around the edges as well with it, and I'm going in and using my heat tool once again. So now you see that I have it all layered out. I'm gluing this panel down to my 5x7 card, making sure I get it straight. And then since it's a little rough texture, I wanted to make sure I had it glued down well, so I turned it over on the smooth side and glued it down. And then I'm figuring out where I want to put my M. I really want it almost in the dead center, slightly a little bit. And then I put my glue on it and press it down, and it gives a really nice raised look without using double-sided foam tape when I put all those pieces together. Then I'm going in and laying down my biggest leaf for my large flower that I'm putting down there. And I only die cut one of these flowers so that I thought that was plenty, and then I could have a little different color up at the top right. So as I put that down, I let that set to glue, and then I kind of position my leaves to see exactly where I want it, and then I go in and glue it. And then I'm adding in the 4 pieces of the small Cosmic Berry flowers. And then on either side of the Cosmic Berry bunch, I'm adding the fuchsia oval piece of the flower, the little bud. And then I'm putting in those tiny little pieces left from the leaves on either side as well. And as I finish that, I go in and I just press it down, and then I add double-sided foam tape to my small sentiment. I put it in the center, and then I reinforce my fold with the bone folder from Altenew. And I'm adding some of the Altenew iridescent gems. And you don't have to use glue. I just didn't get all of the glue dot on mine. And so there's the card. It turned out very pretty. I loved how this card turned out. There's a lot of shimmer, there's a lot of texture, and it creates a great focal point. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on each Educator's Hop. Thank you. Have a great day.